Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm G and this is another Warframe video. Now in this video I'm going to explain to you how I farm Vainthorns. Vainthorns are the new specific item that you need to farm Dagath. This item is a little tricky to get because first of all you need abyssal beacons from the syndicates. Each 5,000 points of syndicate gives you one beacon. So if you have the max, which I think is 125 or 136, you can get a lot of them. If you're lower than that, you might have to, get people in the squad to do it. Now this is further complicated because this mission has no matchmaking. Once you get the lantern, you have to go to the recruit channel and ask people to join you to go to the mission. And having more lanterns does absolutely nothing for the amount of Vainthorns that you get. Now, if you do in the normal missions, the amount of Vainthorns that you can get for each mission is between 5 and 8. If you do it on Steel Path, the minimum is 8 and the maximum is 12. So it's a lot more profitable for you to do it in Steel Path. Now, when I started doing this, I started doing it with a lot of people who had... So with that, the more lanterns I would bring to the extraction point, the more points I got, or at least I thought it was like that, but it isn't, The only thing is if you have more people in your squad, then everyone has to bring a lantern, or you need to bring more lanterns to the extraction point. If you go solo, you have to bring one. If you go with 4 other players, you need to bring 4 to the extraction point. But you don't go get any more Vainthorns for that, which I think it's bad. I think it should get more, more people in the squad, you could get more. So, I ended up doing this solo, and it's kind of, it's kind of tedious having to kill a lot of enemies in extermination mission just for killing. It's not like you have to kill in solo 20 or 30, and then with a squad of 40 you have to kill 120 or something. No, even in solo, in this particular mission, you have to kill really high number of enemies, around 120, 150, 180. So it's very tedious. But there is a way you can, speed this up a little. Now, with this method, I took about 10 minutes for each one, which is pretty good because usually I took about 17, 15, 20 minutes to do it. The method is very simple. You take Ash and you do the mission with him with a particular setting that I'll show you in the end. Ash has a great advantage. First of all, he goes invisible, so you can just search for the lantern a lot faster. To get to the lantern faster, you need to talk to these hostages that are scattered around the mission. They're marked in blue, like the rescue targets, or in rescue missions, especially when you save somebody and it's marked on the map in blue. It's the same thing. They're hiding in this scenario in the tiles. So you find one and it immediately will show the location of the area location of one of those lanterns. Lantern is not the correct term. I apologize, but I don't remember the correct term. But never mind, it's the same thing. So you pick up the lantern and then you go directly to the extraction point. Do not start by killing enemies. No, that's the wrong method to do it. It's just a waste of time because you need to get to the extraction point with your lantern. Once you reach the extraction point, you deliver the lantern, and that's the first objective done. Then you need to kill enemies, and this is what Ash is exquisite. In this formation that I have with Ash, I have Ash with silence. Why? Well, because there's an augment for silence where finisher damage is increased. And his Blade Storm attack, his ultimate, is essentially a sequence of finishers. So if you combine them both, even on Steel Path, you can pretty much one-shot everything. And I do mean everything. Even the Stalker that appear, or the Acolytes that appear, they go out like that. They go in one hit. So this is my method. I took the lantern right to the end, and then I just stand there killing enemies. The enemies will keep spawning near the rooms at the extraction point, so you just need to keep killing them over and over again. And once that's done, you immediately extract. Even if you're in the middle of running or something like that, once the counter hits and you're right into the platform of extraction, you just get out. So that's it. I took about 8 to 9 to 10 minutes to finish it every time I did a solo. And I much prefer this method to going with a squad and doing it, with a team. It is better if you want to, kill enemies a lot faster, especially if everyone has a Mesa or an Ash or some kind of high damage dealing Warframe. But if you don't want to go to the hassle to, getting people to recruit, and especially further ahead in the future for this mission, fewer and fewer players will be going after the Dagath. The Dagath is the recent one, so everybody is there. Once in the future, there'll be less and less people farming it, so there'll be less and less people to get a squad. So if you want to do it solo, if you have to do it solo, this is the method I would advise you to use. It's just the method that I use, and it worked for me. If you have a better one, great. If not, and you're having trouble, this might help. So that's it. That's the video. If the video helps you, please give it a like. It helps a lot with the algorithm, helps me a lot with my channel. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, have a great game, guys.
Saddle up.